We all know that humans have a vertebral column. Because of this, humans are classed as vertebrates. Animals such as frogs, fishes, lizards and birds all have a vertebral column. Do you think there are animals that do not have a vertebral column? Yes, there are animals that do not have a backbone, and these animals are called invertebrates. Invertebrates form the largest group of living animals. Let's learn about this diverse living group in more detail. As we already know, the key characteristic that defines invertebrates is the lack of a vertebral column. All invertebrates are multicellular. Their bodies are made up of many cells that are allocated specific tasks. Some invertebrates have soft bodies that help in maintaining body shape and internal pressure, whereas some have a hard outer covering called the exoskeleton. Can you identify the exoskeleton of the crab? The bodies of invertebrates can be divided into two equal halves. They show bilateral symmetry. However, some show radial symmetry too. Invertebrates exhibit sexual reproduction. They reproduce by fusion of gametes. Most invertebrates are triploblastic. They show the presence of three germ layers: endoderm, ectoderm, and mesoderm. Based on the presence or absence of a body cavity formed from mesoderm cells, invertebrates are divided into three groups: acoelomates, pseudocoelomates, and coelomates. The diverse group of invertebrates is divided into different subgroups: phylum Porifera, phylum Coelenterata, phylum Platyhelminthes, phylum Nematoda, phylum Annelida, phylum Arthropoda, phylum Mollusca, phylum Echinodermata, phylum Hemichordata, subphylum Urochordata, and subphylum Cephalochordata. Subphylum Urochordata and subphylum Cephalochordata are collectively called the protochordates. Can you classify these groups as chordates or non-chordates? All these are non-chordates as they do not possess a notochord at any stage in their life cycle. The protochordates are invertebrates that are classified under chordates as they possess a notochord in some stages of life. Let's look at different groups of invertebrates, starting with the phylum Porifera. This group consists of the sponges. Sponges, also known as pore-bearers, are sessile, acoelomate, diploblastic, aquatic animals. Their cells do not form tissues and act more or less independently. They have a central cavity, and the pores allow easy diffusion of water and food inside the body. Cycon, Euplectella, and Spongilla are common examples of the phylum Porifera. The second group, phylum Coelenterata, shows better body organization. Their bodies show the presence of tissues. These organisms possess tentacles with specialized cells called neocytes. They help in defense and predation. Coelentrates are therefore also called cnidarians. This group consists of corals, hydra, and jellyfish. Did you know that jellyfish stings exist because of the presence of cnidocytes on their tentacles? Cnidocytes are also called stinging cells. Members of the phylum Platyhelminthes are flatworms which are dorso-ventrally flattened. They show bilateral symmetry and the presence of three germ layers. They show no body cavity and so are acoelomates. Liver fluke and planaria are examples of Platyhelminthes. The next category of invertebrates is phylum Nematoda, which consists of parasitic worms with cylindrical bodies. They show bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic and are pseudocoelomates. The intestinal disease-causing Ascaris species and the causal organism of elephantiasis, Wuchereria, are examples of nematodes. Let's learn about the phylum Annelida. Look at this animal. It is an annelid. Can you identify it? Like the earthworm, all annelids have segmented bodies and bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic and show a true body cavity. Other common examples of phylum Annelida are the clamworm and the leech. The next group, phylum Arthropoda, is the largest phylum of the animal kingdom. Its members have invaded marine, freshwater, terrestrial, aerial and parasitic environments. These are animals which have jointed appendages. These animals also have segmented bodies. They show bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic and are coelomates. Let's move on to the next group, phylum Mollusca. These animals have bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic and are coelomates. They have tough, rigid, calcareous exoskeletons that protect their soft bodies. And their exoskeletons are known to us as seashells. The last group among the non-chordates is that of phylum Echinodermata. This group consists of all marine animals with spiny skin. Echinoderms are triploblastic organisms with a true body cavity. They possess tube feet that help in locomotion, feeding, and respiration. Phylum Echinodermata consists exclusively of marine animals such as starfish, sea cucumber, and sea urchin. The next group is that of phylum Hemichordata. The name Hemichordata means half-chordate. However, it is now known that these animals more closely resemble phylum Echinodermata. Phylum Hemichordata consists of acorn worms. The bodies of hemichordates are divided into three parts, that is, their bodies show tripartite organization. The last category of invertebrates is the chordates, protochordates. This group consists of organisms such as lancelet. These animals show the presence of a notochord in some stages of life. They show bilateral symmetry. They are triploblastic and have a true coelom.